Welcome back to my channel. Today, we will uncover one of the most intricate and shocking developments in The Bold and the Beautiful, a storyline that blends medical mystery, betrayal, manipulation, and the fragile hope of redemption. What began as a tragic narrative surrounding Liam Spencer's apparent terminal illness has taken an unexpected turn, one that will shake the foundation of trust, relationships, and the very meaning of truth within the Forrester, Spencer, and Logan families. The emotional and psychological fallout from this revelation is bound to have repercussions for everyone involved, especially as secrets are exposed and reality unravels in the most startling of ways. For weeks, Liam had been living with what he believed to be a terminal brain tumor. His physical health seemed to deteriorate with each passing day, marked by chronic headaches, fatigue, nausea, and increasingly blurred vision. Everyone around him watched helplessly as he prepared emotionally and practically for what he believed to be his final days. The CT scans and medical test results all pointed to the same grim conclusion: the tumors in Liam's brain were growing, and his prognosis was bleak. The people who loved him, including Hope, Steffi, and even Brooke, were forced to begin mourning him while he was still alive, each grappling with the impending loss in their own way. But behind the scenes, something far more sinister was taking shape. Dr. John Finnegan had been overseeing Liam's treatment and care. As a compassionate and highly capable physician, Finn was devastated to witness Liam's decline. However, as Liam's symptoms progressed, Finn began to notice inconsistencies. Despite the scans showing tumors that should be causing cognitive and motor impairment, Liam continued to remain unusually lucid and physically capable. The symptoms he presented were inconsistent with the progression of an aggressive brain tumor, and the disconnect between what the medical data showed and what Liam was physically experiencing became increasingly difficult for Finn to rationalize. Finn's instincts as a doctor and as a protector of Steffi's family drove him to revisit the case. Troubled by a growing sense that something was deeply wrong, Finn quietly ordered a fresh round of diagnostic tests. This time overseeing every step personally, from blood work to neurological imaging, ensuring there was no outside interference. The results that came back were nothing short of shocking. There were no signs of tumors. No abnormalities. No lesions. No swelling. According to these new tests, Liam's brain was perfectly healthy. Faced with this stunning contradiction, Finn realized something was gravely amiss. Rather than alerting Liam immediately and risking confusion or false hope, Finn decided to launch a discreet investigation into Liam's previous test results. His efforts led him to the hospital's pathology database, where he uncovered subtle irregularities in how Liam's earlier medical files had been accessed and updated. A pattern began to emerge, a consistent trail pointing back to one person, Grace, a senior technician responsible for Liam's lab work. Finn confronted Grace, cornering her in the lab late at night after collecting the digital and physical evidence. Under pressure and knowing there was no way to hide the truth any longer, Grace broke down. With tears streaming down her face, she confessed that she had tampered with Liam's test results. She had been secretly altering data, inserting fake tumor growth measurements, and mislabeling healthy scans to appear as though Liam's condition was worsening. Even more horrifying, Grace admitted she had been administering medication to Liam, pills she had slipped into his routine, which caused side effects mimicking those of brain cancer, including severe headaches and fatigue. It was all a part of a calculated effort to convince Liam he was dying. When pressed for her motive, Grace revealed that she had not acted alone. Someone had paid her an exorbitant sum of money to manipulate Liam's diagnosis. However, out of fear, loyalty, or some deeper manipulation, Grace refused to disclose who had orchestrated the plot. She only stated that the individual was someone powerful and persuasive, and that she had been assured Liam would not actually be harmed beyond the psychological toll of the deception. But even Grace now recognized the cruel inhumanity of what she had done. Finn was torn. As a doctor, his first obligation was to protect his patient. As a husband and father, he was also bound to protect his family. And now, as someone holding the key to the truth about Liam's false illness, he found himself facing a moral crossroads. Finn could have exposed Grace immediately, leading to criminal charges, a public scandal, and possibly implicating others in a tangled web of deceit. But instead, recognizing Grace's genuine remorse and the fragile emotional state Liam was in, Finn made a difficult decision. He gave Grace a chance to make amends, not through punishment, but through redemption. Finn instructed Grace to tell Liam that a miracle had occurred. She was to inform him that in a final scan, his tumors had miraculously disappeared. There was no need to disclose the conspiracy, not yet. Finn wanted Liam to regain his joy, his hope, and his life before the truth unraveled. It was a dangerous gamble, but Finn believed that restoring Liam's will to live was more urgent than uncovering the full scope of the scheme just yet. Grace did as she was told. She approached Liam in the hospital, visibly emotional, and delivered the news that defied medical logic. With a fabricated mixture of wonder and disbelief, she told him that a recent scan showed no trace of the tumors, as if they had simply vanished overnight. A stunned silence fell over the room before it gave way to shock, and then overwhelming joy. Liam, who had been preparing for death, who had said goodbye to so many people, suddenly found himself staring at the possibility of a second chance. Emotion washed over him in uncontrollable waves: relief, disbelief, gratitude, and even guilt. His first thoughts turned to Steffi and Hope. They had been by his side, suffering with him, lifting him up in his darkest moments. They deserved to know this miracle, to celebrate it with him. Liam contacted Steffi and Hope immediately. Overcome with emotion, he revealed that the scans had come back clean, that he was no longer dying. He told them that somehow, against all odds, he was free of the disease that had tormented them all for months. Steffi and Hope were initially stunned, then erupted with tearful joy. Their celebration was spontaneous and pure, marked by laughter, hugs, and disbelief at the sudden turn of fate. The pain, fear, and helplessness they had all endured melted into a moment of pure elation. They planned a small celebration together, a moment to embrace life, to look forward instead of backward, to reclaim the time they thought had been lost forever. Behind the scenes, however, the shadow of deception still lingered. Finn alone carried the burden of the truth. The fact that Liam had never been sick, that he had been the victim of a cruel manipulation. While he hoped that exposing the truth could wait, he also knew that secrets in Los Angeles never stayed hidden for long. He now faced the daunting challenge of discovering who had orchestrated this elaborate lie and why. Grace may have played a role, but the mastermind, the person who stood to gain the most from Liam's supposed illness, remained hidden in the shadows. As Liam, Steffi, and Hope embraced a new beginning, their joy built atop a fragile illusion. Finn continued his quiet search for justice. The identity of the puppet master behind Grace's actions remained the most dangerous secret of all. Was it someone within the family? A corporate rival? Or someone with a deeper vendetta against Liam or the Spencers? Whatever the truth may be, one thing is certain: the battle for Liam's life may be over, but the war for the truth has only just begun. Next, we're immersing ourselves in the turbulent world of the bold and the beautiful, where family ties, hidden secrets, and the quest for redemption are at the forefront of an emotionally charged storyline. We're focusing on Luna Nozawa's desperate longing to connect with her father, Finn, while facing rejection from both Finn and Steffi Forrester Finnegan. But could Luna's journey take a surprising turn by becoming the key to saving Liam Spencer's life? Join us as we unravel the intricate web of possibilities, introduce fresh twists, and dive deep into the heart of this compelling drama. With new details and imaginative scenarios added to every segment, we're crafting an expanded narrative full of hope, heartbreak, and unexpected alliances. Let's explore what's in store for Luna, Liam, and the rest of the Los Angeles elite in this captivating saga. Luna's quest for acceptance and redemption. A daughter's yearning for family bonds. Luna Nozawa finds herself standing at a crossroads, her heart aching for a meaningful connection with her father, Finn. Picture her sitting alone in a quiet corner of a local cafe, staring at a worn photo of Finn, her eyes brimming with unshed tears as she dreams of a family that seems forever out of reach. Despite her earnest desire, Finn and Steffi have drawn a firm line in the sand, declaring that Luna will never be welcomed into their tight-knit circle. Their rejection stings deeply, rooted in past conflicts and Luna's troubled history. Yet, in the unpredictable realm of soap operas, where even the darkest souls can find light, there's a flicker of hope. Could Luna carve a path to forgiveness by stepping into a role no one saw coming? Becoming a savior in one of the show's most harrowing storylines? Imagine the emotional weight of Luna proving her worth, not through words, but through actions that could change lives forever. Her journey is poised to be a roller coaster of rejection and redemption, and we're here for every twist and turn. Luna's past and the shadow of unforgiveness. Luna's background as an unemployed individual with a dark past, labeled by some as a pardoned killer, casts a long shadow over her aspirations. Visualize her walking through the bustling streets of LA, feeling the weight of judgmental stares from those who know her story, her shoulders slumped under the burden of a reputation she can't escape. Yet, this very history might be the catalyst for her transformation. In a town where secrets whisper through every corridor of Forrester Creations and the Logan estate, Luna's outsider status could give her a unique perspective. What if her past struggles fuel a determination to rewrite her future? Perhaps late at night, she journals her thoughts in a tattered notebook, vowing to turn her pain into purpose. The question looms large: can someone with such a tainted history find a place among those who've shunned her, especially if she holds the key to a miracle? Her potential role in a life-saving endeavor might just be the turning point she needs to soften even the hardest of hearts. Liam Spencer's battle with a devastating diagnosis. A secret illness threatens to unravel everything. Meanwhile, Liam Spencer is grappling with a life-altering crisis that has shaken his world to its core. Fans have watched with bated breath as Liam endured mysterious pressure on his brain, culminating in a terrifying seizure that landed him in the hospital. Envision the sterile hospital room where Liam, pale and weary, received the crushing news after emergency brain surgery. He has an inoperable brain tumor. The weight of this diagnosis hangs heavy as he lies in bed, staring at the ceiling, grappling with the fragility of life while machines beep softly around him. Determined to shield his loved ones from pain, Liam begged Steffi and Finn to keep this heartbreaking secret locked away. But secrets in soap operas are as fragile as glass, and Steffi, unable to bear the burden alone, confided in Hope Logan. Picture a tearful exchange in a secluded garden, where Steffi's voice cracks as she reveals the truth, and Hope's face crumples with shock and sorrow. This breach of trust, though born from concern, sets the stage for an emotional domino effect that could touch every corner of their intertwined lives. The ripple effect of truth and compassion. The moment Hope learned of Liam's condition, a wave of tenderness washed over their strained relationship. Imagine a poignant scene at the hospital where Hope sits by Liam's bedside, her hand gently clasping his, as he murmurs how her presence transforms mere understanding into a visceral, comforting experience. Liam's words carry a profound weight, reflecting how her support anchors him in this storm. Despite spending much of her time at Brooke Logan's home, Hope has been staying in a spare room at Deacon Sharp's place, a temporary refuge that might soon become a hotbed of revelation. Visualize Deacon accidentally overhearing a hushed phone call between Hope and Brooke late at night, his brow furrowing as fragments of tumor and Liam pierce the silence. It's only a matter of time before Deacon, and inevitably Sheila Carter Sharp, uncover the truth. Sheila, with her knack for inserting herself into every crisis, might react with a mix of genuine concern and opportunism, plotting how to use this information. As the circle of those in the know widens, Luna could be next to stumble upon this bombshell, potentially through an overheard conversation at Deacon's restaurant, setting her on an unexpected path. Luna's potential role in a miracle. An unlikely hero with hidden connections. Here's where the narrative takes a thrilling turn. Luna, despite her pariah status, might hold the key to Liam's survival. Though she's currently adrift without a job or purpose, her determination to prove herself could lead to a breakthrough. Enter April, the enigmatic lab technician who's popped up sporadically but seems to carry a wealth of hospital insider knowledge. Picture a chance encounter at the hospital cafeteria, where Luna, seeking solace after another rejection from Finn, strikes up a conversation with April over lukewarm coffee. What if there's an unspoken bond between them? A shared past or a mutual acquaintance from years ago that neither has acknowledged yet? Perhaps April once worked with someone close to Luna during a tumultuous chapter of her life, and a casual mention of a rare treatment trial triggers a spark of hope. This speculative connection could be the linchpin in Luna's quest for redemption, positioning her as the bridge to a life-saving solution for Liam. A path to forgiveness through sacrifice. If Luna manages to connect Liam to an experimental treatment or a specialist through April's insights, the impact could be seismic. Imagine Luna tirelessly researching late into the night, her laptop screen glowing as she scours medical journals and hospital databases, driven by a need to atone for her past. Should she succeed in linking Liam to a viable option, perhaps a cutting-edge procedure in Europe or a clinical trial with promising results, the ripple effects could redefine her standing. Visualize a dramatic moment in the Forrester boardroom, where Luna presents her findings to a stunned Steffi and Finn, her voice steady despite the skeptical gazes. If Liam's health takes a turn for the better thanks to her efforts, could this act of selflessness be enough to melt the icy barrier Steffi has erected? Picture Steffi wrestling with her reservations, her protective instincts for her family clashing with grudging admiration for Luna's persistence. Might this be the catalyst for Steffi to reconsider her ban on Finn acknowledging Luna as family, allowing a tentative reunion to unfold over a tearful embrace at the Cliff House? The broader implications and moral dilemmas. Redemption in a world of second chances. In the unpredictable landscape of the bold and the beautiful, redemption is a recurring theme, even for the most flawed characters. If notorious figures like Sheila Carter can claw their way back into the fold with acts of contrition or manipulation, then surely Luna stands a chance. Envision a montage of Luna's quieter moments, helping a stranger on the street, volunteering at a local shelter, all small steps toward rebuilding her image as she awaits news of Liam's progress. Her potential role in his recovery could serve as a powerful testament to the idea that anyone can change, challenging Steffi and Finn to look beyond past grievances. But the real dilemma lies in whether granting Luna a second chance is worth the risk. Could Finn's influence steer Luna toward a genuine transformation, perhaps through fatherly guidance during late-night talks on the pier, the ocean breeze carrying their shared hopes? Or might this decision backfire, becoming the gravest mistake Finn and Steffi, affectionately dubbed Shin by fans, have ever made, unleashing chaos if Luna's darker instincts resurface? The stakes of trust and family dynamics. As this storyline unfolds, the stakes couldn't be higher for everyone involved. Imagine a tense family gathering at the Logan estate, where Brooke and Ridge mediate a discussion about Luna's place in their world, voices rising as old wounds are reopened. Steffi's instinct to protect her family might clash with Finn's growing curiosity about his daughter, creating a rift that tests their marriage. Meanwhile, Liam's battle for survival looms large, with Hope caught in the crossfire of supporting him while navigating her own complex feelings. Picture Hope gazing out a window at Deacon's, wrestling with guilt over past choices as she prays for Liam's recovery, unaware that Luna might hold the answer. Sheila, ever the opportunist, could exploit the situation to ingratiate herself further, perhaps offering faux sympathy to Luna as a means of control. Every character's decision intertwines, weaving a tapestry of trust, betrayal, and desperate hope that promises to keep viewers hooked. Looking ahead, unanswered questions and cliffhangers. As we wrap up this deep dive, countless questions linger in the air. Will Luna uncover a way to save Liam, and if so, will it be enough to earn her a place in Finn's heart? Can Steffi find the strength to forgive, or will her protective walls remain unyielding? And what role might Sheila play if she inserts herself into this delicate balance, ally or antagonist? Visualize a final scene at the hospital, where Liam undergoes a procedure thanks to Luna's lead, his loved ones holding vigil outside the operating room, their faces a mix of dread and cautious optimism. The camera pans to Luna standing apart, watching silently, a flicker of pride in her eyes as she wonders if this moment will redefine her forever. One thing is certain, in the world of the bold and the beautiful, every act of redemption comes with a price, and we're eager to see who will pay it. Thank you for tuning in to the B&B Spoilers channel for this expansive exploration of Luna Nozawa's potential path to redemption and Liam Spencer's fight for survival. What are your thoughts? Can Luna truly turn her life around, or is this a risk too great for Shin to take? Drop your theories in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on all things bold and beautiful. Until next time, keep the drama alive.